tucked among the heavy industry of Seattle's Georgetown neighborhood,
What was this place?
here lies a century-old mystery.
Under our feet, literally.
The final resting place of 3,260 people, long forgotten. Their very remains lost to the ages.
Just really eye-opening and heartbreaking.
Local historians Elka Hautala and Carrie Simson are unearthing a graveyard mystery.
Really, it's a story that no one knows about.
Located near the old King County Hospital,
This whole area was called the Poor Farm.
Georgetown's Potter's Field was a cemetery for the indigent and unknown at the turn of the last century.
I'm just so fascinated by finding out and helping share these people's stories.
Some were victims of an epidemic who lived their final days in miserable isolation.
They literally had a tuberculosis sanatorium out here on the grass in these tents, and hundreds of people died that way.
Among the cemetery's inhabitants, Nick Burley, a young prizefighter who presumably fell on hard times,
And he ended up dying pretty young on Western Avenue in Seattle.
and a notorious criminal named Thomas Hamilton Blanck.
Who was known as the Jesse James of the Pacific Northwest.
The five-time murderer escaped from this Seattle jail with a fake gun he'd crafted behind bars before getting killed in a police shootout.
They had him at the Butterworth Funeral Home, and 18,000 people came to see his body.
In 1912, when the once twisting path of the Duwamish River was straightened and the area around it redeveloped for industry, the 2-acre cemetery was closed down and its residents removed.
It literally was in the path of the dredgers.
The remains were cremated at a specially built facility.
Unfortunately, the work was done very horribly.
And 1,912 had no names, no numbers, and no headboards.
That's where the official account ends, and the mystery begins.
And after that, we don't know what happened to the ashes.
The state auditor ruled that the exhumations had been botched.
The whole process was so horrible that it just was beyond understanding, and we think they ordered the county to dispose of the ashes.
No one knows their final destination. So when a graveyard is not the end of a story, where exactly does that story lead? That's what Carrie and Elka hope to discover.
We're going to keep diving in.